Hi, and welcome to the Career Cruise podcast. This is where we discuss all things career, all things growth, all things fumbles, and all the shiny bits of your career journey. Remember that your career journey is not just about the job that you're employed to do, but also the business that you do find yourself employed in. It could be self-employment, it could be another person's company, but that's okay. That's what you wake up to do. So that's what we're discussing today. As always, it's good to remind you that Career Cruise is a baby of Networking in Heels, which is a networking platform for empowerment, for growth, and for mentorship. So welcome and stay with us for the cruise. Today on Career Cruise, we're going to discuss friendships in light of our careers, in light of our businesses, in light of our educational pursuits, in light of how our lives pan out. Friendships are very important. I would know. I've experienced the same. Friendships can take you to very high highs, and if you're unfortunate, the friendships that you keep could also take you to very low lows and literally derail you from your destiny and your purpose. But today we're here to just extol good friendships and to even just tell stories and showcase how, friendships have taken people from literally grass to grace, and from grace to glory, and from glory to glory. And I think that's like the best line, that's the best point, because I know that the friends that we keep will be the pool where we get advice for, hey, what job do you think, what do you think about this job? Maybe you've seen an opportunity somewhere. Or let's go back a little bit. When you're in school and you're discussing with your friends, before you finish your final exams, and you're discussing, hey, for me, once I'm done with school, I'd like to pursue a career in, say, nursing, or whatever hot career is being discussed at that time. Because I think every generation of students is a hot career, whether it's a career in aviation, a career in law, a career in finance, whatever it is. Maybe the mentors that have come to speak to the students that year came to speak, and maybe they came from the aviation sector, so to speak. So everybody will learn to be a pilot. Or if it's engineers who came, everybody wants to be an engineer without even knowing what that takes, or what that looks like, or what that may pan out like for them. And everybody wants to be a doctor, everybody wants to be, even a DJ, and it's amazing because I love entertainment, so it's fantastic. So your friends will gather around, and all of you in your 16, 17-year-old brains, you decide, I think this is the best career. Now, kids, everybody in school wants to come out and be an influencer. So, I'm going to be a doctor, but I'll be an influencer. I'm going to be this, but I'm going to be an influencer. So, these are the conversations I'm hearing the young ones discussing. And of course, it's interesting to hear that. But then you realize that in their friendships, they're influencing each other towards these choices. And these choices may or may not be good for everybody, but it is what it is. And then you go to uni. Of course, you're studying different courses, but then because we know that once you graduate, you've been given the powers to read. The powers to read means that now your brain is, like you've been given license to do whatever with the education you've been given. Your brain should now also stay open for more opportunities, for more learnings. Like that first course is not the only one. You should gun for more. You should, get more as much as you can. And so most people go like, oh no, I'm just doing this now, but then I have this and this planned out or planned, or I have a promise there, the opportunity coming here and there. So again, groupthink, which is not necessarily encouraged, but we are human, we don't do things alone. So you go and listen to your friends and like, oh yeah, so-and-so said this is the best company to go and work in. And so all of us are applying for jobs in that company. Or this is the best place to go and get an internship. And all of us are trying to get internships in that place. Or I'm going to do a job shadow here and there. And, so it looks flashy and all of us are running there. So then, okay, that's done. So you finish college, you get a job, God willing, and you're fine. Then now, as you're working, and of course you meet up with your friends and you're discussing, hey, so what are you up to? Hey, what's been going on? And then, someone says, oh yeah, by the way, I'm also, I'm working here, but I'm also doing a side hustle in this line of business. And then suddenly all of us decide, thrifts, let's sell thrift clothes, thrift jackets, thrift dresses, etc. And that's all we're going for now, because this person says this is what they're doing, and she seems to be doing all of that. She said she's doing well, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be selling thrift. And then, so you can see how friends now influence our decisions. I'm not saying your parents or your guardians or mentors and people in high authority have not given you ideas or given you advice, but you cannot discount how important our friendships are in terms of our decision making for our careers, and even the lines of business as we pursue. I mean, going back to the Bible, even Jesus met up with the fishermen. They were happily doing their thing, and he changed up their careers. Guys, let's go. I'll make you fishers of men, not just fishers of fish. And of course, it's an amazing thing because now we have the gospel today. The Bible also says to keep good company, because then the company we keep will determine our outcomes in life. The company we keep will determine whether we actually do hit our goals and surpass them, hopefully, or get distracted, derailed, and even forget if we even had goals in the first place. And of course, I don't think anybody on Career Cruise wants to lose their path in life, or even not even stumble upon a good path for themselves by just being here. So the friends we keep are very important. The friends we listen to are very important. Conversation could be happening around you, but you don't have to internalize them and act on them. Please do a bit of research, So it's amazing that people are doing CPA and all these professional courses, but is it really your thing? I had a cousin who, at the time they were finishing school, doing a CPA was the thing, before going into uni. And my word, this person just failed so miserably at the first attempt. They weren't believing it. Yet they're a sharp kid. There's nothing wrong with them. But the CPA, the accounting course, is just not working for them. So, of course, you humbly take your L and bow out of that. And then they went ahead to be such a fantastic scientist. They pursued the sciences and they're doing very well. They have all this master of sciences and it's amazing. But the CPA thing just couldn't go. And doesn't mean that they're not brilliant, because I think a lot of times we imagine that, people doing such and such a course, that's for choppies, that's for the brilliant ones, And we really discount ourselves, because just because someone is brilliant in math and they're able to do a CPA, it doesn't make me less brilliant. I mean, I'm brilliant in my own ways. All of us are brilliant in our own ways. And that's why I'll always say here on Career Cruise, we are not the same, and you're not supposed to want to be the same as others. What you want to do is to be the best version of yourself. So even as you're keeping your friends, you're learning from them. And it's good to I have friends who are doctors. Sometimes I'm like, so how is it? And then they'll tell me all about their world being a doctor. Please, I don't even know how to hold a syringe, but it's okay. It's not my thing. And then they'll be interested in, so what is your business? What are you doing? What's up? And that kind of exchange is healthy. Also, just to keep your view on life broad, so that you're not just, you only sell thrift and that's all you know. No, come on, you need to know about other things that are happening in other people's worlds as well, because every individual you meet, that's a whole universe happening there. So, but it doesn't mean that just because they're looking like they're shining brightly, that you're not a bright universe on your own, that what you're doing is not amazing on its own. So just be the best version of yourself. Don't rush to do CPA because everyone is doing CPA. Don't rush to do law because everyone is doing law. Don't discount yourself that, I didn't get to do aviation and so my life is hopeless. Nope. Don't do that to yourself, because then you're not helping anyone. And also the rest of the world, are losing out on your greatness because you're busy discounting yourself, you're busy depressing yourself, and you're denying us the good things that are already inside of you. So keeping good company is keeping company that you'll learn from, you'll grow from, and you can even just enjoy their conversations and build on your own, on your own worldview, which is amazing. When it comes back to your careers, your friends can uplift your career, it would be amazing if they did. It's amazing because I've seen whose friends have really uplifted their careers, Some someone who's very, very close to me. I've just watched him. His career has just moved from step to step to step. This person has never lacked a job because his friends have just been there for him full time. Like, there's this opportunity, jump into it. And it's always just casual. So I've never seen him going to say, hey, I need to talk to Cliff. Cliff should give me an opportunity. No, it's just a casual conversation and something comes out of it. So I'm like, I think it's more of like keeping friends or rather maintaining friendships where there's a lot of richness in terms of the exchange, that people sharing opportunities is a no-brainer. In fact, they do it as freely as they breathe, and so long as they're there, they'll share what's there. But then, and that means there's a lot of abundance in those conversations, and no one is competing with the other. No one is trying to push the other down. No one is even thinking that if I give this person a leg up, that I'll be left in the dust. No, just, this is opportunity. Are you interested? Get in there, and it's been amazing to see. And that's the kind of situation that we are promoting here at Career Cruise Podcast. We want people to just have friends who can uplift them, and open doors for them, mention them, refer them. You're running a business. By the time I'm looking for a dress or a shirt or whatever, I'm coming to your shop first before I go anywhere else. If I'm looking for a certain service, I'm coming to you first before I go anywhere else. So then I give you the first right of refusal, because you will not refuse to serve me. Yeah, hopefully. But yes, your friends should actually come to you first before they go anywhere else. If you're an event planner, your friends are thinking about you first before they ask other people if they can do the events. If you're running a dental practice, we should all be coming to your practice before we go to say search on Google or Instagram for dentists near us. So, and that's how it should be. We're supporting each other. And also the other thing, please, on that note of being supported, if your friends are coming to your business, you are treating them like customers. Give them first class service, treat them well, deliver their things on time. Don't give them heavy discounts that you leave yourself bankrupt. Give them a discount that you give a customer, and give them quality items as well. So then they have no choice but to always keep coming back. If a friend refers you into a role, you talk to Bwana Cliff and he says, fine, it's okay, I'll put in a good word for you. Please, can you behave like the good word that has been put for you? Do not bankrupt someone's social capital because you go in there to be given an opportunity and then you're messing it up. Please, let's not treat our friends like that, because if Mr. Cliff gives you an opening and you misbehave in there, now you are, you're jacking up his system, and then the people who listen to him and say this, they would now not be coming to him, hey Cliff, do you know a guy? They'll be like, this one sends us bad guys, So please don't bankrupt your friends' social capital and even jack up their bag by misbehaving badly when you're referred to places by them. And also don't mess up your bag by, treating your friends badly just when they come to your business. Just because you're my friend and you come to my business doesn't mean that I treat you anyhow. When you come to my event, you get the best seats, you get the best views, you get everything good, everything top notch, because you've put in an investment. You've invested your time and your money and even your presence into my business, so you have to get a good return on investment, what they call ROI. The experience has to be amazing. And when you go to your friend's business, don't go insisting on getting discounts and credits and whatnot, because you're also jacking up their business. So you have to be a supportive friend. And yes, we pray that you get supportive friends also, because we want a good balance of energies, a good give and take. Okay. We've seen people have friends who derail them from their career goals. I remember at one of events that we held, one of the speakers was saying how if she could go back in time, there's someone who should give a good punch. So she got an opportunity to represent the company in I think Malaysia or Singapore, some country, and it was a very big opportunity. And then she goes and tells it to someone who was literally at her level, and the person was like, oh my goodness, this is going to do you so much harm, you'll work so much more hours, the targets will be higher. And then of course now this person is like, oh, this is a terrible idea. And then she goes back to her boss and says, I can't do it. In fact, no, I don't want to do it. And you see now, this person has whispered advice or caution, into her ears and and basically made her very afraid of the promotion, afraid of the elevation, and so she doesn't go for the elevation. And guess what? 2 weeks later, this person who was cautioning her and advising her stepped into that role very well, very fast, and took off with her goals, literally. And this person is left to think, Allah, so they're willing to do more hours, so they're willing to get more pressure. And then she realizes she's been cheated out of her opportunity. We encourage you to, think a bit more, no matter what you're hearing from your friends in terms of advice and caution. It doesn't matter who's advising you, even your mentors, think a little bit more before you act on what you've been told to is good advice, or what hack you've been given, or what tip you've been given. Just think a little bit more before you action it, because when you're the one who gets to live with the consequences or live with the fruits thereof, if it's good, you live with it. If it's bad, you live with it. So think a little bit more before you action that. So don't just fall into everything your friends say. Not that, because you see, many times people wish you well, but then there's people who are like, this person doesn't seem to understand the goal that they have in their hands. So let me take it from them and show them how useful it really is. So please don't be scammed. Don't be scammed by your friends. Okay. Something else I want to say, like for real, it's not like to belabor the point, but it's very important. Please get a supportive posse, and support, of course, support in terms of opportunities, support in terms of them coming into your business, support in terms of them putting in a good word for you, or sharing with you, hey, this business grant is coming up, do you want to apply for it? This is an opportunity that your friend has given you, But also you need people that you can, first get a therapist. That's okay. For career, for business, it's okay, get a therapist. But have a group of people that, of course, like-minded, that you get together with and you unwind and you discuss life, how it is. Because our careers affect our lives, our businesses affect our lives, They affect our health, they affect our relationships, they affect our hobbies even. Sometimes you're too busy to even play football like you used to play. You're too busy to even, by the time you get home, it's too dark for you to go and take a walk safely in your neighborhood. You're working such long hours, you're not sleeping well, and that's affecting your health. So just have those debrief sessions with your friends. They don't have to be 10 of them, but just find like a small group of people that you talk to every now and then, just to have a check-in and just see how life is taking you. Because that's what friends are for, to fill up your lungs, give you more turbo for the journey ahead. Earlier I talked about how Jesus met the fishermen and changed up their careers. And of course he became friends with them. Our friends can and will have an influence on the careers that you take up. I've seen people who, but there's a guy who I know, it's called Wangombe. He used to be a driver, and he met this person and he was driving for him, and they were about the same age, and so they just became friends. And then shortly, his friend says, hey, are you interested in real estate? And that's how Wangombe just went into real estate, and people hardly remember he was a driver. And I'm like, wow, amazing. Your friend changed your life by just introducing you to real estate and helping you see the ropes and manage through. And it's just amazing. Like, even I have a hard time remembering that Wangombe was a driver for a minute there. So he's now one of the real estate moguls in this town. He's doing amazing. I don't know where his friend went, but his friend was not going to be struggling. His friend was already making money because he's even doing real estate in another country. So I guess this was just one of the small projects he was doing in Kenya, and he felt, let me ask this guy to come in. And that was it, really. So are your friends helping you to level up? Are your friends helping you to switch up your life for the better? Or are they then asking you to cut abscond working hours to go and do a thing or two like you really should watch the company you're keeping and be prepared for and be ready for good opportunities, and be ready to just be with people who are going to open doors for you. Sometimes your friends will not open doors for you. Sometimes your friends will not support your business the way that you want them to support. And you know what? Here on Career Cruise Podcast, we are not entitled. We are not entitled. But what we're going to do is relieve them of that burden. Relieve your friends of that burden and find the friends who can do that for you. So then you're not living in bitterness saying, Cliff knows I operate a butchery and he's never come to buy meat from my butchery, So just find the friends who love meat, who will come and buy from your butchery Monday to Monday. So then this friend who's not coming to buy meat from your butchery, they're not now your enemy, but now you have, it's called what? Relegated them to a different spot in your life. So when you meet, it's okay, hi, but you're not, why did you come to buy meat at my butcher? Don't ruin their vibe. Go where the love is, just where the love is, that's where you're going, and building on that as well, and cultivating those friendships as well. What are the ones who water you, guys? Please, what are the ones who water you? Don't spend so much energy trying to get water from dry rocks. Maybe these friends are not, they're just not ready to, maybe they don't even have it in them to support your career moves or support your business moves. Maybe they just don't have it in them. But the ones who are responding to what you're doing positively, embrace that, and also find a way to have a bit of, to show reciprocity for them also, because they're doing an amazing thing, supporting you, opening doors for you, sending clients your way via referrals, all those good things that we want our friends to do. But the ones who are not doing it, it's okay. Just really give them lighter duties in your life. Give them lighter duties. Don't give them the duty of heavy hauling. Yeah, so there's a lot we can say about friendships and how our careers grow. We've talked about how career your friends can influence your choices in career, for good or for bad. We've talked about how, yes, it's important to listen, but don't be quick to action. Do a bit of research, do a bit of, even check with second and third opinions, and just to remember that not to be entitled, not to be angry at people when they don't come through for you. You want them to come through for you. Give them lighter duties and keep it moving. But also very importantly, when it comes to your friendships and your career, guys, we say that we are Africans and Africa is our business, right? Please, don't go telling your friends everything. Come on, when you're making a move, hey, I'm applying for a job here, and you've told the whole committee, come on, I'm going for an interview, you've told the whole committee, hey guys, let's mature up a little bit, and maybe just come with an announcement of good news after the deed is done. If you're telling someone, let it be the person who says, Violet, there's an opportunity here, I want you to take it up and let me know how it goes. Now, you and that person can be, can walk that journey with them until you land the gig. You get the tender, you get the business opportunity, you get the job, you get the grant, all those things. You and that person can work together. But now, it doesn't have to be group work, guys, please. It doesn't have to be group work. You can come and say, hey guys, let's have dinner or drinks. I have an announcement. And you can say, oh yeah, and I got a job here, and it's a celebration. But now, that's it. Guys, don't count your chickens before they hatch, okay? So we are going to do our things quietly and strictly between us and God, or between us and the people who are helping us work through it, so so that way you're not spilling all the beans and you're not putting all your guts on the table for everybody. Life is not a group project. There are things you have to keep to yourself, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that people are weird or whatever, but you also have to guard your own like what is yours. Some things are yours, Yes, we know that you're a lawyer and you work in this firm, but before you get in there, there's a process you've gone through. Tell us about it after. Don't tell us about it step by step, through and through. Because again, outside energy can throw off your good vibes. Because now maybe you tell me and then I'm like, are you sure? Couldn't you try that other farm? Are you sure? Is it, I thought they're firing people. I thought, so I'm already planting doubt and anxiety in you before even you go for the interview, or before you even get a response from the interviewers, before you even make your first application. Like, you're making the application and I'm busy casting doubt in you. I think, guys, here at Career Cruise Podcast, we are saying, make your applications quietly and thoroughly. Do a good job in your applications. Set up your business quietly and thoroughly, and then invite us now to just come and patronize. Invite us to come and celebrate with you when the deed is done. So yeah, there's that. And then also reach backward, like, yes, people at your level, as are your friends and your peers, but reach backwards, look around. Are you seeing someone younger than you and they're struggling, and it's a young friend, a young someone, because you were young once, or you are young now, but no matter how old you are now, you are young once, you are younger once. So yeah, reach backwards, offer someone an opportunity in your business. Of course, you've assessed them, not just anybody, you've assessed them. Offer them a chance, let them build their skill level and skill base over there. Or offer to be someone's referee. You know them, just don't be a referee to any random person. Offer to be someone's referee. Offer to be someone's mentor. Offer to be someone's, introduce them into a situation, and work with them if you can. Support them as much as you can, so they can also grow, in terms of their career, can grow their businesses, can grow their little ventures, the younger startup, the younger business person, the younger career person. Please, guys, as much as possible, let's open doors for other people. Let's reach back and, bring others along with us. And the management come with us, may even go further than us, but it's okay. Let it be that we're satisfied that we made a change in the world, because we are a people of impact. We just don't receive, we also give. And beyond just giving, we're also having impact on other people. Sometimes when we give to our peers, so we know it's gonna come back, it's gonna circulate back to me. But when you reach back and you lift someone else, that is not gonna come back to you directly. It's just an impact you've made into the world. And you guys know about the butterfly effect. Just one flap of the wings, and there's a whole tsunami on the other side of the world. And you want that to be like a positive shift that you're making. So you have to promise that if you're a part of this Career Cruise podcast, you're not just giving and taking, but you're also reaching back to impact others positively. Thank you for sitting through. Tell me how your friendships have impacted your careers. Tell me how you have impacted other people's careers with your friendship. Tell me how, tell me the good, tell me the bad, tell me the ugly, tell me the funny, I promise not to laugh too long. But yeah, thank you for sitting here through with me, and I enjoyed speaking with you. I enjoyed growing with you. And yes, we are going to go far. Thank you so much. See you next time.